Hey everyone, I wanted to talk about the job market, the tech job market right now, and how rough it is. And honestly, when I say like rough, I don't mean like a little slow. I mean like it's rough out there, right? So I've been through it myself. Spent over a year looking for a job. Basically, every day of just like sending out resumes, like refreshing my inbox, waiting to hear something, anything. Most days, like nothing came. Some interviews went really well, others didn't. After a while, it starts to like mess with your head. So you start wondering if maybe you're the problem, but honestly, you're not. It's just the market, how it is right now. And the truth is, I wasn't the only one. Like, I still have friends out there who are applying to job after job, going through the same thing you guys are going through, which is like going through multiple rounds of interviews, their coding tests, system design, behavioral, and then like their cultural check, sometimes 5 or 6 rounds. And I've seen one guy on TikTok like just quit after 7 rounds, which is ridiculous, right? Like, and after all that, like you either get ghosted or get rejection that says like we decided to go like a different route or decided to pursue someone else, or you're not like a fit for us right now. And I get it, it's exhausting, it's discouraging. And what makes it worse is that like we've seen this more from big tech companies lately than like tech startups, right? So I wanted to take a little bit of time and like talk about why that's the case. So like in 2025, over like 100,000 jobs like was cut off. Mostly like Intel alone like let go of 12,000 like employees, right? And then Microsoft announced like 4% of their workforce being cut, which is like about 9,000 people, right? Like that's a lot of people getting out of job right now, basically being in the same shoe as you're in. But a lot of these engineers are very, very talented, right? So across the board, we've been seeing like thousands of engineers, like designers, analysts, managers, like managers too, all losing their jobs. Some estimates put like total number of tech layoffs in 2025, like over 1 million positions globally. And that's accounting for like AI automation, the automations and AI driven cuts as well, right? And this isn't like just a small startup struggling like to stay alive. This is like from like big tech companies, like big players, the FANG companies that we all wanted to get into, right? Microsoft, Google, like Amazon, the companies that like once bragged about like being the best places to work and being like people's first culture. So these are the companies that we all thought like, hey, like we'll get in one day, like our job security will be okay. But take a look at this trend, take a look at this pattern closely. What these companies do most of the time is they mass hire, then they mass fire a lot of their employees, right? And it seems like the same story like every few years. When the business is booming, they like rush to expand. They hire thousands of new engineers, designers, and then like a shiny new announcement comes in. Like they make these big promises to like their investors, like the future of innovation. So like it's mostly always to like make the investors happy. And like the moment growth slows or they need to like cut costs or show like they have profit, they made profit, they flip the switch and people are let go. Like, and the weirdest part is all of these companies do this together. So when one big company goes through and makes this move of like hiring a lot of people like we saw in COVID, those other companies follow the same thing. They start hiring people for no reason at all. Like it's because they don't want to make the investors be like, hey, we're falling behind. So the investors have to be happy about this too. So they want to keep the investors happy, showing like they're also making these same decisions that a lot of these big companies are making, hiring a lot of these people together. It's like they're actually like peeking over each other's shoulders. And then like if one starts hiring AI engineers, like all suddenly like everyone else is hiring for AI. They don't want to fall back, like lose the momentum, right? So the investors are not going to be happy. So if one starts to lay off, the rest of the companies start to follow like suit within like months. It's like copy and paste from each other's business strategy. No originality, no independent thinking, just corporate mimicry on like a global scale. It's frustrating because the people paying the price for these decisions that a lot of these companies are making, they're employees or the engineers, employees who've been like loyal for years, the designers that stayed finishing these products, the testers who caught like these bugs and like fix all these problems, the issues. It's the real people that are making these companies money, that has families and rents and bills due to pay. Like, but the thing is, this is where I want to, I guess, shift gears and say like, you can't control what these companies do. You can't control them. Like you can't stop them from chasing trends or cutting costs, but you can control what you do, right? Even in like the chaos, I'd say there's still opportunities for you. So while some companies are like cutting costs and jobs and like they're like firing all these people, there are other companies that are hiring, maybe like just more carefully. The roles that are growing right now are tied to like new technologies. So like AI, cloud infrastructure, DevOps, and things like that, cybersecurity jobs. So these are the areas where companies are like still desperate for talent, right? But they want people that actually build things and have things on their skills and just not like listed on the resume. If you're out there struggling, I'll say don't give up. Keep improving, keep learning new things, new skills, and then also like build projects, because the industry tends to reward those who are curious and persistent and like don't give up, right? So it might not happen fast. It might take like months or even a year, basically like it took for me, but eventually it happens. You land something and all that frustration turns into like experience. So every rejection that you had, every failed interview, every moment you thought you weren't good enough, it all starts to make sense. And honestly, this market is like testing people. It's filtering out those people that don't quit. So these companies can keep copying each other all they want, but they can mass fire, trend chase, do whatever looks good on paper. But what they can't copy is your drive. So I'd say they can't copy your hunger or to get better, your curiosity, your resilience. That's what will keep you in the long game. For they done playing their musical chair, people's livelihoods. So if you're watching this and you're tired or discouraged, I get it. I really do. I went through the same thing as you're going through right now. But don't let this broken system convince you to like to stop. I'll say keep going, keep learning new things, keep building, because sooner or later the market turns again. And when it does, you'll be ready. When the AI bubble bursts, yeah, I don't know what will happen, but I guess you'll be ready, right? So the tech job market might be rough and there are companies still acting ridiculous sometimes, but you got time, grit, and potential for to be great and on your side. So keep going. You've got this.